When it comes to hamstring injuries, the tips that I'm going to give you in this video are used by many athletes in any sort of professional sport, such as football, basketball, you name it. So if you want to find out what those tips are, then stick around for the rest of this video. What's up guys, and welcome to my channel Hustle Health. My name is 𝐦𝐤𝐤 and I'm a physiotherapy student studying in Melbourne, Australia. Hamstring injuries such as strains or any sort of tear that might happen to the hamstring occur very frequently in sports that involve a lot of sprinting. And these could include sports such as soccer, football, Australian football, basketball, basically any sport that involves sprinting. And the reason why I say sprinting is because the way the hamstrings work in a sprint is that the role they play is to decelerate, slow down the leg as it swings forward. So think about a sprint, when you're striding forward with each leg, what's happening is that your quadriceps are causing your leg to kick forward. At the same time, your hamstrings are eccentrically contracting. In other words, they're contracting while they're lengthening in order to slow down the leg. The way the hamstring gets injured is that when you kick your leg forward, if the hamstrings aren't flexible enough, when they eccentrically contract, or in other words, when they contract as they lengthen, if they're not flexible enough, then the muscle might end up tearing, or getting any sort of damage. And just to add to that, a lack of hamstring flexibility is a very common risk factor causing hamstring injuries. So in other words, if you don't have much flexibility in the hamstrings, then you're more prone to getting an injury to the hamstring. Now, how do you prevent injuries to the hamstring from occurring? So if you're a soccer player, or if you're any sort of athlete in any sport, what can you do to prevent the hamstring from getting injured? Before I get into that, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss out on videos like this that I make in the future. Anyway, let's get back into it. So how can you prevent injuries occurring to your hamstring? The short answer is by performing eccentric strengthening exercises for the hamstring. So this basically involves exercises where you're controlling the contraction of your hamstring muscle as it extends. So examples of exercises that you can use are things like the Nordic hamstring curls. Now this exercise is probably the best one to prescribe to you because research has shown that Nordic hamstring curls can help reduce hamstring injuries by 50%. So that's a massive amount of reduction in the risk of injury. So if you're someone that wants to prevent hamstring injuries from occurring, then the Nordic hamstring curls are definitely one exercise that I would recommend. However, there are other exercises that I can recommend if this one's too complicated. Another great one is the single leg Romanian deadlift. This exercise is great because it's not as difficult as the Nordic hamstring curls, and at the same time, you can add progressions to it. And what I mean by that is you can start by just doing it without any weights, and as it gets easier, you can start adding, dumbbells to the arm. As you're holding the dumbbell, you can just slowly control that contraction. And as that gets easier, you can add more weight to the dumbbell. And that's why this is such a great one. And even this one has shown in research to help reduce injuries from occurring in the future. And on top of that, a lot of athletes use this in their warm-up as well. So, prior to any competition that you might play, whether it's a game of football or anything else, using single leg Romanian deadlifts has shown to help improve performance and also reduce the risk of injury. So those two are great for reducing the risk of hamstring injuries, and those two I would definitely recommend. So there you have it. That's the end of this video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss out on videos like this that I make in the future. Thank you for watching, and keep hustling.